Good evening and welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. And this is a spoken English class. I have already informed you. And today we are going to learn absolutely new concept. And what's that? It is all about how exactly you can express could have, should have, and would have. Because in most of your conversation, you might come across in the past, like I could have been gone there. He could have been calm. The patient could have been saved. The government could have been done like this. So it is very difficult. Most of the time, you are not able to get what exactly it means to you. And today, we are going to examine it. Okay. The difference between could have, would have, and would have. Just check it out. So before that, let me, check it out. I'm going to share screen before you. Just check it out. There is something called a newspaper clippings. I have put it for your understanding. Mamata Banerjee sparks G20 logo row. Say, center could have used the other national symbols for summit. So what do you mean by could have? It has been there. Could have. Center could have. Why? What is the meaning of could have? When and where we can use it? And that's the point today. Okay. So most of the time, this comes under modal. It's not like the way we are trying to say, but it's completely modal. And believe me, my friends, whenever you are trying to speak English, you come across a lot of situation like this. In your case also, so you come across a lot of situation. Today, I'm going to examine it in details and I'm going to tell you how exactly you can use it in different situations. Okay. So we are going to learn something called could have, would have, and should have. Okay. And here is something called the point we are going to discuss. How to express your present feelings about a past things or past decision. Okay, the decision is past, the event is past, everything is past, right? 1 minute, please. What happens here? Okay, here the decision is past, event is past, the action you have undertaken that is also past. But you can use three different models you can express them, and it's a very you can say delicate concept and very useful also. Most of the time people are not able to use it. Basically could have and would have has a lot of problems. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆଜି ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସିଚୁଏସନ ଦେବି ଯୋଉଠି କି ଆପଣ could have and would have ଟାକୁ different situation କେମିତି use କରିବେ. That's more important because the standalone models such as can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, will, used to, need, dare to, all things. That's you can easily use that. But whenever it comes to this could have and should have and would have, you people have a lot of problems. Absolutely, because you are not able to get it. How exactly you can use it? Oh, situation upon use kure. That's more important. Because something, what exactly I want to tell you, please try to understand. Suppose this is my a timeline graph. Okay, suppose this is my timeline. Okay, so this is something called my timeline. So whenever I say this is my timeline, try to understand this is I have done something here. This is now. This is something called now. Okay. And let me tell you, my friends, I have done something in the past. This is called your past. And this is called future. So we are not discussing about future. This is out of purview. This is out of question. Right now, we have taken a decision in the past. It can be a decision. It can be an action, or it can be an event. Event can be, it can be in a marriage, something like that. It can be a decision, it can be a business decision, it can be any decision you took in the past. And it is also action you perform in the past. You have already done that. Right now, you are trying to, think about that, whether that is wrong. Sometimes let me create that situation before you. Suppose ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ decision ନେଇ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କୁହନ୍ତିନି most of the time ମୁଁ ସେଟାକୁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି, एटा मते स्टार्ट करिवार नथिला एटा मु करि पारि थांती मु आउ टिके पाठ पढ़ी पारि थांती मु टिके मार्क रखी पारि थांती तुमे काली आसी पारि थांतो so like that suppose Dilip sir is my friend and he wanted to invite me to go and try to join a particular things but I could not go there or I did not go तो सार मते केमते ओडिया रे कहबे सर आपण आसी पारि थांते आपण आसिलेनी हो आपण आसी पारि थांते so how exactly you are going to express the same in English? That's very important, right? It is easy to understand how exactly you are going to say, but when you are trying to express the same in English, most of the time you don't know how to express that. आपण आसी पारि थांते so sometimes you are trying to how I'll do the translation is not required, my friends. I'm going to create a situation for you and you can use few models. One is called could have, should have, and would have. Very powerful models and very less people have been using it correctly. And let me tell you, close to 10% of your conversation rotate through this path, if I'm not wrong. So basically what happens, close to 10%, because sometimes you you are trying to think they come to suppose it is a get together after a long time, very long time, I'm meeting Vibhushan. Suppose we are college mates, we are batchmates, everything happens like that. तो मु विभू सर को पचारि सर एबे कोन अपन करछंती अपन तो एमटेक करियर थिला हां हम तो एमटेक करि थांते बट करि हेलानी करे टिके प्रॉब्लम थिला से समय instead I do like this but why I'm trying to express everything how exactly are going to answer this question, how exactly you're trying to reflect your past. So it is about the reflection of the past using could have, should have, and would have. And that's why could have or would have and should have always they are called past modals. Why they are called past modal? Because they are used to express or to express your thoughts, express your feelings of a past event. It's not about present and future. You cannot use could have, would have, and should have. Upon the sometimes whenever you are trying to, like any kind of things happens. Suppose upon hospital रचंती, upon कहउचंती डॉक्टर दिके आसीथिले रोगीटा को बंचै पारथांते. The doctor could have saved the patients. तो मु केमती लगै देली could have को बेसिस रे लगैली, why should I use that? I'm going to discuss everything. So this is all about because रोगीटा बर्तमान मरि गलानी भावंतु. Suppose she may be your relative right now. You are trying to आपण आमे समस्त डिस्कशन करछे जदि आ 5 मिनिट आगरु डॉक्टर आसी थांते रोगीटा बंची जाई पारथांता. So how exactly you are going to say the same things because रोगीटा तो मरि जाईची and you are trying to say that in the previous 5 minutes means past and you are trying to reflect a situation where you want to use could have, would have, and should have. Very powerful tools, my dear friends. And most people, close to 99% people, go wrong whenever they are trying to use could have, would have, should have. And basically why? Because they don't know exact situation. And I'm going to create that situation for you. Okay, we are going to apply something called SBL technique, situation based learning, whenever you are trying to reflect. So this is my introduction. Okay, so let me put it that brings for you how to express your present feelings. So this is a present feelings you are trying to express about a past decision, an event, and marriage, anything like an action. We can use could have, should have, or would have. Now let's try to understand where exactly you can use could have. Here is my could have. Okay, so could have is called the model of lost opportunity. So before I can tell a lot about that, let me bring that situation for you. Okay, please follow me in the board. Let's try to understand what is could have. Let me explain it. Let me give you the exact situation. देखो मु अपन को बारंबार कहूची try to understand. It's all about the situation. अपन ए situation रे ही अपन could have. There's no need of any translation. Translation is just like you are trying to give an excuse most of the time because I don't know translation. How can you speak? Translation is just like bottlenecks. It's just like a stumbling blocks in your career. So don't try to do that. create the situation where exactly you can use could have. Let me give you. This is something called it was a lost opportunity. What do you mean by that? That means there was an opportunity, but you did not do that. That's all. There was an opportunity for you. There is a chance, but you did not do that. Let me give you an example. Suppose, let me bring the same example. Suppose mate Dilip sir kali tang ghar thik डाकिथिले जिवा ପାଇଁ. There is a birthday party I am supposed to attend it. But ମୁଁ ଗଲିନି. Sir ମତେ ଆଜି phone କଲେ sir ଆପଣ କାଲି ମତେ ଠକି ଦେଲେ. ଆପଣ ଆସି ପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ but ଆସିଲେନି. ଆପଣ ଆସି ପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ. There was an opportunity. But you did not come. You could have come. And it is used just like V3 form. Okay. So could have, would have, or should have. The verb will be V3 form. Okay. Always V3. What is the V3? Go, went, gone. So gone is the V3 form. Do, did, done. Eat, ate, eaten. Drive, drove, driven. All the things. Like it is always takes the V3 form. You could have come. ଆପଣ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ. It is an opportunity for you. ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲାଇଫ ରେ I am trying to create a situation for you. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲାଇଫ ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ opportunity ଆସେ. But sometimes you simply throw the opportunity away because you don't require it. Let me give a classic example. Suppose, like take the example of Tapashini ma'am. Suppose madam karo gote bank re job hoitila and he is a teacher right now by profession. She is a teacher by profession. So madam karo dita option thila. She could have been joined as in a bank as a clerk and a teachers. So madam कहले नहीं मैं teachers ही समझन because passion is my teaching is my passion. तो मैडम कर जदि opportunity मु मैडम को पचारि मैडम आपण बैंक रे जॉइन करलेन कम पे मु करि पारि थांती. I could have joined in the bank but I did not join. Instead I prefer to join with the mass and education department of Odisha because I wanted to be a teacher. So it आपनकर opportunity थिला but you simply away. So there is no repent. So there are countless example happens in your life where exactly you have the you are not doing like this. ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ଗଲିନି କେମିତି କହିବେ ଆଉ exactly you are trying to say I could have gone there but I did not go. ମୁଁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି. So whenever you come across this kind of situation in your life, most of the time you are not getting the proper something something called proper way how to express it. Like whenever I'm trying to have a conversation with everybody, you guys are telling one thing, sir actually ame kemti kahibu jani pan where exactly we can start. Sometimes we are our thinking capacity where suggests you're not able to speak it. It's because of the fact that you are not creating the situation for you. You are trying to say for others. Please try to think of yourself first. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲାଇଫ ରେ ସିଚୁଏସନ ଆସୁଛି ନା ନାଇଁ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରାଇ ଟୁ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଇଫ ଇଟ କମ୍ସ ଟୁ ୟୁ ୟେସ୍ ଆସ୍କ मी.
ଆପଣ କହିଲେ କି should have ଯୋଉଠି ଲାଗିବ ସେଇଠି V3 ନବା କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଏବେ କହିଲେ I could have gone.
gone ଟା V3 that is called V3.
ଆଉ ଏଟା କମ ଯୋଉଟା ସେଇଟା ବି V3 ଅଛି ନା could have ରେ ବି V3 ଲାଗିବ.
come came come
could have ରେ ବି ଆମେ V3 ଲଗେଇ ପାରିବା.
could have, would have, should have always takes the V3 form. That's what I'm going to tell ma'am. It is for could have, it is for should have, and it is for would have. For all the things you are supposed to use V3 form. And here come, came, come, came, come, go, went, gone, like that. There are countless verbs are there. Okay. So what exactly you could have come? ଆପଣ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ଆସିଲେନି. It was a choice. Sometimes whenever we have some choices there, some opportunities there, sometimes you do not do that. And this is the situation you can use could have. The countless example. For example, I'm going to invite Muktikan sir to go for working or any kind of films I want to just enjoy. So I called sir. So sir ଗଲେନି. ତ ମୁଁ next day କହିବି sir ଆପଣ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ. ହଁ ମୁଁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ମୋର ଟିକେ କାମ ଥିଲା. I could have visited the cinema. I could have enjoyed myself the cinema. But the problem is that I did some work. I did not go. So ଆପଣ କଣ ପାଇଁ କଲେନି? Because you have some other compelling reasons. So it was a lost opportunity. There was an opportunity knocking at your door, but you did not accept that. That's the point. That's very important. Let me tell you, could have is used whenever there is an opportunity for you to execute the work, but you did not do that. Let me repeat it. It was an opportunity for you. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ଆସିଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଜାଣି ଶୁଣି ତାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି. That's all. Due to different reasons. Suppose ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ମତେ ଏବେ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁନି. I don't feel good. ତ ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନେଇ ପାରିଥାନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ନେଲିନି. I could have taken the class, but I did not because I did not feel good. Are you telling sir don't take the class? You are very happy to attend my class. So I could have attended the class, but I say it's okay. I can take one day off. So what's more important? That a lot of situation comes under could have, and we people are not able to judge what exact the situation. Situation is very open on the white. It's very loud and clear. It's very transparent. It is absolutely crystal clear. And what is that? ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସିଚୁଏସନ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ସୁଯୋଗ ମିଳିଛି ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ମିଳିଛି ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ପୋଲିସ ଫୋର୍ସରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଥାନ୍ତି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ ଆର୍ମିରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଗଲି I could have joined the police force of Odisha. Instead I joined Indian Army. So like that. ମୁଁ ସେଠାକୁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ଗଲିନି. I could have been gone there but I did not go. So like that. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ବାଇକ୍ କିଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି like you want to purchase a bike. Suppose जयंती मैम को गोटे बाइक दरकार पड़छि लाइक स्कूटी दरकार पड़छि मैडम देयर सो मेनी ब्रांड्स आर अवेलेबल तो मैडम गोटे टीवीएस नहीं के आसले मु कहबी तांको मैडम आपण काई टीवीएस कानले आपण गोटे परचेज कर परथांते होंडा रो हां मु किनि परथांते बट मते एटा भल लागिला आई कुड हैव परचेज्ड ए होंडा बाइक और स्कूटी बट आई परचेज दिस वन बिकॉज़ इट्स माय लाइक लॉट ऑफ पीपल से टू परचेज दिस वन सो लाइक दैट there is an opportunity for you. That's very important. There is not an opportunity. No, opportunity was there, but you lost it. Or you did not, miss it out. Because it's your choice. Because of choice. ଆପଣ ବହୁତ ଜାଗାରେ ଏମିତି କଣ ମୁଁ ସେଠୁ ଯାଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଗଲିନି ମୁଁ ସେଟା କିଣି ପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ କିଣିଲିନି I could have purchased that but I did not purchase. I'm happy. So let me take you like a lot of situations in your life happens like this where exactly you are using could have. And could have is called the model of lost opportunity. And you lost opportunity, but you are happy. There's no repent at all because you have done it knowingly. अपन जाने की से जिनिस करछंती. Let me give that examples, please. Follow me in the. With the slide. Look, I got an offer letter, so I'm a techie guy. I have the offer to two companies, Infosys and Wipro. I could have joined Infosys, but I decided to join Wipro. ता माने टाला मु इन्फोसिस रे जॉइन करि पारि थांती बट मु विप्रो रे जॉइन कली तो मते किए मना करथिला इन्फोसिस रे जॉइन न करिया पे नोबडी इट्स मी हु डिसाइडेड or some of my good friends decided no don't go there I could have so that is how look at the explanation something was possible in the past but it did not happen or you did not do that it was very much possible absolutely possible in the past because this is called past models. Something was very much possible in the past, but you did not do that or it did not happen. She could have been my wife, but my family decided against it. तांको घरे आपण कोनांती से झियो घर राजी थिले बाहर करिया पे बट हम घर राजी हेलेनी so there is an opportunity. I could have been married there or she could have been my wife but my family decided against it. So there was some certain degree of opportunity was there in the past. But you did not do that. Now this is clear to everybody, yes or no? I need an answer from everybody because this is a very big and very difficult concept. Okay, I request everybody, a lot of people are there, Dev sir, Vibhu sir, Prabhas sir, Sukul sir, a lot of people are there. Please, are you getting my point? Please, if you're not getting my
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is a very thank you. This is a very important concept. Why I'm going to tell you? Because most of the time, let me bring that concept before you once more. My dear friends, try to understand. We are trying to reflect a past. Yeah, ask me. Yeah, sir, ask me.
टिके सर पिक्चर टा टिके बुझे दे सर स्ट्रक्चर टा टिके
एटा तो स्ट्रक्चर एटा दिस वन
टिके ले करू तो
Okay, fine. देखंतु एक्चुअली आपनकर कोन अछि यू आर ट्राइंग टू सपोज दिस इज नाउ आज वर्तमान आपण भाबुछंती आपण एमती भाबंतु राजेश सर आपण गोटे लाइक You have taken a decision in the past. ବର୍ଷେ ତଳୁ ଆପଣ କରିଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦିଟା ଅଫର ମିଳିଥିଲା ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଜବ ରିଲେଟେଡ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ରେଲୱେରେ ଜବ ମିଳିଛି ଆଣ୍ଡ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ କଲ୍ଡ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଜବ ମିଳିଛି ତ ଏମିତି ଆପଣ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ମୁଁ ପଚାରିଲି ରାଜେଶ ସାର୍ ଏବେ କ'ଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ମାଇ ବେଷ୍ଟ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ଇନ୍ ଦ ସ୍କୁଲ ଆଣ୍ଡ କଲେଜେସ୍ ହଁ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଅଛି ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ୱାର୍କିଂ ୱିଥ୍ ଅ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ତ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣୁଥିଲି ଆପଣ କ'ଣ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇକ୍ नो ରେଲୱେରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବାର ଥିଲା ହଁ ମୁଁ ରେଲୱେରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ କଲିନି ତ ମୁଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ତ ସେ ତାକୁ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କେମିତି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସ କରିବା ସୋ ଇଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଏ ପାଷ୍ଟ ଡିସିସନ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ ଅଲରେଡି ଟେକେନ୍ ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ଆସିଥିଲା ଇଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଦେयर ଇଜ ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟି ନକ୍ଡ ଆଟ୍ ୟୋର ଡୋର ୱାନ୍ସ ଅପନ୍ ଏ ଟାଇମ୍ ଯୋଉଠି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଅପସନ ମିଳିଥିଲା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟିଆ ଅପସନ ଦେବି ସପୋଜ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବାବା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିବେ ତମେ ଏମଟେକ୍ କରିବ ନା ଏମବିଏ କରିବ ଲାଇକ୍ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟେଡ୍ ବିଟେକ୍ so after btech for a general candidate like you and me to go for mtech or something called mba so ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କଲେ ମୁଁ ଏମବିଏ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଏମଟେକ୍ କରିଦେଲି I could have joined MBA, but I opted for MTech. So ଆପଣ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ that was very much possible. It was absolutely possible, but ଆପଣ କଲେନି. It was your choice. There is an opportunity. Absolutely, you have an opportunity for you. ତ ବହୁତ ଜାଗାରେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଅନ୍ୟକୁ ଆକ୍ଷେପ କରନ୍ତି ଲାଇକ୍ नो ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ ମତେ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ମୋ ବର୍ଥଡେ ଥିଲା ଆପଣ କାହିଁ ଆସିଲେନି ମୁଁ କହିବି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ଥିଲା ଆପଣ କ'ଣ ଆସେ ଆପଣ ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ you could have come if you wanted but you did not want that's why you did not come ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବେଷ୍ଟ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ମୁଁ and I'm not able to join your party yesterday ତ ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହଉଛୁ ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଏମିତି ଆପଣ ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ so opportunity was there so you
फ्यूचर ଆସିବ
ଆପଣ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ you are talking about the past yesterday something happened sir କାଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କର you take an example let me give an example today is 25th it was 24th okay so 24th something happens in the past that's very much pretty clear to you right now ଆପଣ ମତେ ଆଜି ମନେ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ କାଲି ଆସିଲେନି ଆଉ ହଁ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଗଲିନି ମୋର ଟିକେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଥିଲା ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ଆସିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ so are you talking about the future or past tell me sir past that's what
तो
so that's
सर आप मॉडल तो सर मॉडल तो फ्यूचर में हम କରୁଛନ୍ତି କ୍ୟାନ କୋଡ ମେ ମାଇଟି ସର ତ ये फ्यूचर ରେ ହିଁ ବୁଝୁଛନ୍ତି
କ୍ୟାନ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଦେଇଛି କ୍ୟାନ କୁଡ ୱିଲ ଉଡ ମେ ମାଇଟ these are all stand alone models this is called combined models look at this could have would have and should have the structure is entirely different that's what exactly I want to tell you sir
तो पूरा वुड शुड ये फ्यूचर रे नहीं पास्ट में बुझेगा
exactly I want to tell you so you can use it in this is something called look at the things please check it out this is called model of lost opportunity check it out this is my introduction part look at the things how to express your present feelings your feelings are trying to your present feelings about a past decision event or action you have taken a decision in the past you have already had an event in the past you took a decision in the past you have undertaken an action in the past but you are trying to express the same things today ଆପଣ ଆଜି ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି you are trying to say the things you are trying to ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଭାବୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମତେ ଏଇ ବିଜନେସଟା ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବାର ନଥିଲା ମୁଁ ସେଠିକି ଯିବାର ନଥିଲା ତାମାନେ ଆପଣ ତ ଅଲରେଡି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ହେରି ଆପଣ ବିଜନେସ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଦେବେ ଆପଣ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ରାଜେଶ ସାର୍ you have taken a loan of 25 lakhs and started a dairy farm ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲସ୍ ହେଇଗଲା ତ ଆପଣ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ଭାବନ୍ତି ଲାଇକ୍ नो ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଆ ରିପେଣ୍ଟ ଲାଇକ୍ नो you can say ମୁଁ ଏଟା ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବାର ନଥିଲା ତାମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି you are talking about the past listen okay so you are talking
ବୁଝିଗଲି ମୁଁ ବୁଝିଗଲି କିନ୍ତୁ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଆମେ ସାର୍ ନେଇ ଯାଆନ୍ତି କ୍ୟାନ କୋଡ ମେ ମୁଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହୁଛି ଏ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର କୁ ବୁଝଉଛି ନା ପାଷ୍ଟ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତ ସାର୍
No.
କହିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆମକୁ ଏ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହଉଛି
exactly so right now let me tell you we are talking about the past event okay now it's clear sir it's clear right now
ओके सर ओके
okay so what exactly I want to tell you look this something called model of lost opportunity where I could have joined Infosys but I decided to join she could have been my wife but family decided against a lot of examples are there The countless examples, my friends, you can use for could have. Could have you can give countless examples because अपन life रे घटुची all things. डॉक्टर ताको सेव करि पारथांते सो अपॉर्चुनिटी दे जदि डॉक्टर टिक आगुरु आस्तन ताको सेव कर पारथांते द डॉक्टर कुड हैव दैट पेशेंट इफ यू वुड हैव कम लिटिल बिट अर्लियर आपण कहउछन से कथा आपण को ना दिस आपण देखिथे लॉट ऑफ एटा को रोगीटा को बंचे ही थांता बस वा नेग्लेक्ट कर देले the patient could have been saved or the life of the patient could have been saved the doctor could have saved the patient but they neglected it and that's why the patient died. So that is how exactly you are trying to reflect something called past action in today's era. आज का डेट रे आपण सिचुएशन टाको नै कि पास्ट रे गोटे हे जे यू आर ट्राइंग टू से दैट इज समथिंग कॉल्ड कुड हैव एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड मॉडल ऑफ लास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी. So there is an opportunity means chance was there but you did not do that. Now this is clear to everybody, yes or no? Clear everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, great. Bhavani sir, it's clear to you? Vibhu sir, everybody clear?
It is
Vibhu
clear.
sir? Okay, fine sir.
Yes, sir.
Right now let me try to understand where exactly this is something called positive things. Could have is a positive, right? But there are certain situation where you can use also negative. How exactly you are could not have is the negative form. If I say
Yes.
I am not, he is not, I cannot. So whenever you are trying to use not form, that's the negative form. So there are two situations where exactly you can use. There are two situations, and here is the situation for you. Okay. Check it out. Very important concept today we are going to discuss. Okay. And unless until you don't understand, you can put any questions to me. But my dear friends, please try to understand. This is a very important. Don't try to neglect it. So could not have. We are trying to discuss the negative form of could. That is called could not have. Okay. That is the negative form of could. Okay. So before that, I can tell you. Okay. So please follow me the board. Then it is the first situation. First situation. Could not have is used in two different situations. The first situation and foremost, whenever you are trying to defend a person. Okay, so there are certain situation where you want to defend a person. Who the person? The person can be your wife, the person can be your relative, the person can be your brother, anything. देखो तो मुझे छोटे example दूँगी. अपन देखिए, it's a very common things. Like most of the time, suppose मो भाई गोटे कॉलेज रे गोटे गंडोल करिक आछि. तो मु केमती ताको डिफेंड कला समय मु केमती कुए हाउ एक्जाक्टली आछि. ओ भाई एमती कर नथियो. आपनकर संग गोटे क्राइम करिछि एंड यू नो इज अ वेरी गुड गाय. तार किछि क्राइम रेकॉर्ड नाही. जेतले आपण सुनिबे आपण केमती रिएक्शन करंती. एटा से कर नथियो. तो हाउ मो विश्वास होउनी सेटा करि नथियो. So how exactly you are trying to, why you are trying to say this? Because you want to defend that guy. And you can find it's a mentality of the women at village. आपण देखिए दीटा पिला गंडोल हेले तांग मां भीतर भी गंडोल हो जाउछ बिकॉज़ सेटे जणे मां आउ गोटे मां को कहूची मो पिला एमती कर नथिवो आउ का पिला करथिवो मो पिला एमती कर नथिवो दि जन जाय गंडोल के समय मां नथिले बट ही इज ट्राइंग टू डिफेंड हर चाइल्ड. So that's why you are supposed to use could have. तो मु गोटे एग्जांपल दूची. सपोज मु कहबी like suppose I want to defend my brother. So I have never witnessed the action. I am trying to guess from the preliminary and things. मो भाई आसी मते कहबी अरे तू काई जाइथिलु सेटे की मु जाइथिली बट मु किछि करिनी. They are trying to label false cases against me. Then मु केमती कहबी मो भाई एक कथा करि नथिबो. My brother could not have done this. My brother could not have done this. This could not have been done like that. So my brother could not have done it. This is used in Indian because if you are trying to, the defense lawyer, whenever they're trying to prove the innocence of his client in a penal courts, you can find it out too. This is a very common phrase with Indian defense lawyer. Indian defense lawyer re Supreme Court, High Court, or something called Session Court, you can find could not have. My client could not have done it because at the time of the incident, my client was there outside. ମୋ client ଏଇଟା କେବେ କରିନଥିବେ, ସେ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଏଇଠି ଥିଲେ. Like that, you are trying to give a lot of excuses. So could not have is used to defend a person. ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି ଜୋର ଦେଇ କହନ୍ତି ମୋ ସାଙ୍ଗ ଏଇଟା କରିନଥିବ, my friend could not have done it. So why you are trying to say that? Because you want to defend. That's all, nothing else. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଥିବେ, suppose you know your brother has done that, but still you want to defend. So you want to say in a different way, ମୋ ଭାଇ ସେଟା କରିନଥିବ, my brother could not have done it. ମୋ ପୁଅ ସେଟା କରିନଥିବ, my son could not have done it. ମୋ ଝିଅ ସେଟା କରିନଥିବ, my daughter could not have done that. Like that. So it is basically a phrase, or you can, this is particular expression is used to defend a person. The person who want to defend, it may be your friends, relatives, anybody you want to defend. This is the first thing. And the second thing is that to show compliment. So what is compliment? That means praise. You are trying to praise somebody. ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଦେଖିବେ, ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ସବୁ ସମୟରେ କୁହନ୍ତି, just try to bring the oriya things. ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଏଠି translation କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ particular situation ଦଉଛି, and that is called situation based learning. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ situation ମୁଁ ଦଉଛି, ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଧରନ୍ତୁ ବିଭୁ ସାର୍ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ମୋ ବଡ ଭାଇ, ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ରାସ୍ତା ଆସିଛି, ତ ଆପଣ କେମିତି କୁହନ୍ତି, ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଏ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଅଛି, ତା ମାନେଟା କଣ? why you are trying to say that? ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଅଛି, ଆପଣ ନଥିଲେ ହୁଏତ ଏଇଟା ସମ୍ଭବପର ହେଇପାରିନଥାନ୍ତା. What exactly you want to say? You are trying to show compliment, you are trying to show praise for that guy who has done tremendous job for you. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆଜି ଏତେ ବାଟ ଆସିପାରିଲି, because of you I came this way, otherwise it could not have been possible. It would not have been possible because of you. ଆପଣ ନଥିଲେ ସମ୍ଭବପର ହେଇନଥାନ୍ତା, ଆପଣ ଆଜି ନଥିଲେ ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ସମ୍ଭବପର ହେଇନଥାନ୍ତା. So obviously you are trying to show compliment. Compliment means you are trying to praise somebody, you are trying to praise for the noble deed is done for you. Whatever the things ଆମେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସମୟରେ ଆମେ ଏମିତି ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆମେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବିନା ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଏତେ ରାସ୍ତା ଆସିପାରିଲି, ଆପଣ ନଥିଲେ, ଆପଣ ମତେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିନଥିଲେ ମୁଁ ଏତେ ବାଟ ଆସିପାରିନଥାନ୍ତି. I could not have come to this place unless until you have helped me in this particular case. So there should be something called could not have. So could not have is used in two different situations. One is to defend a person. Whenever a person is a suspect in a case, he's committed a crime, but still you want to defend him. That's all. You have committed, he has committed a crime, but still you want to defend. So you can use could have, could not have, sorry, could not have. And second thing is that to show compliment. Whenever you are trying to show praise on a person, whenever you are trying to, praise a person, you can also use could not have. This could not have been possible because of you. ଆପଣ ନହେଲେ ଏଇଟା ସମ୍ଭବପର ହେଇପାରିନଥାନ୍ତା, କିମ୍ବା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଏ ଜିନିଷ ସମ୍ଭବପର ହେଇପାରିଲା. It could have been possible because of you. ଏଇଟା ନ ହେଇଥିଲେ ହେଇପାରିନଥାନ୍ତା. Like that you are using a lot of things. So let me bring that screen before you. Then easily you can understand what exactly I mean. Okay, so something was not possible in the past. The defense lawyer often used could not have to argue for his client's innocence. My client could not have done it as he was at the gym at the time of the incident. Like that, no, this is the defense lawyer trying to, defend his client. To show compliment, I could not have got anything better than this. I could not have asked anything better than this. Like that, you are using a lot of things. ମୋ ଆଠାରୁ କଣ ଅଧିକ ମୁଁ ପାଇଥାଏ, ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ନଥିଲେ ଜିନିଷଟା ହେଇପାରିନଥାନ୍ତା. Like that, this is a kind of compliment you are trying to show. So in two different situations you can use something called could not have. One is for different purpose, and certainly is called something called to show compliment. Now this is clear to everybody? Yes or no? ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି everybody? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So right now, if it is clear, right now come to the would have. That's very interesting. Right now we are trying to learn something called would have. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Okay. So we are going to learn something called would have. Okay. We are trying to learn something called would have. Could have and could not have is over. Right now, I am trying to teach you something called would have. That's a very important concept also, and somewhat people cannot use it properly. Let me give you the proper understanding of would have. What is would have? Would have is something called it is something called model of repent. Sometimes you repent a lot. What is repent? Let me bring that screen before you. Check it out, everybody, please. This is model of regret. Okay. So whenever I say model of regret, it is something called you are feeling very sad. You are really, sad for something. Let me give a classic example. Most of the time, you guys are how exactly you are doing. This is called model of regret. You regret a lot. Dekhantu, for example, after a long time, I am trying to meet Sukul sir. He is my best friend. तो ସାର୍ ଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରୁ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରୁଥିଲେ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଆଗକୁ ପଢିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ କରି ହେଲାନି ତ ସାର୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତ ତାମାନେ ଆପଣ କିଛି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ରାସ୍ତାରେ କିଛି ବାଧକ ଆସିଯାଇଛି and ଆପଣ କରିପାରିନାହାନ୍ତି and that is the exact situation where exactly you can use could have would have could have ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ କଣ କହିଥିଲି could have ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର opportunity ଆସିଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କଲେନି but would have ରେ ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ କରିବା ପାଇଁ but ହେଇପାରିଲାନି that's the difference. Some things could have opportunity knocks at your door. It is knocking at the door and you say I don't need that but sometimes would have is used whenever you wanted to do something but that did not happen. You really wanted ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ higher study କରିବା ପାଇଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବାବା support କରିପାରିଲେନି. I would have gone for higher studies but my father could not afford. ତ ଏଇଥିରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦୁଃଖ ଲାଗୁଛି ନା ନାହିଁ what am I trying to say because ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଗୋଟେ ଅଫସୋସ ରହିଯାଉଛି. Would have is called model of regret. You always regret. Sometimes ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇଫରେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଫସୋସ ରହିଗଲା ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ସେଠି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ହେଇପାରିଲାନି. I would have married there but did not happen. Why? It's because of the fact that you wanted something to do but that did not happen. ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଜବ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଜବ କରିବା ପାଇଁ but due to some other reasons you have been terminated. You can say I would have joined somewhere but it did not happen because some other problems are there. So would have is such a phrase whenever you wanted to do something but that did not happen or that could not happen due to some different reasons. The reasons is very personal. कौन ପାଇଁ ହେଲାନି suppose ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଘରଟେ ତିଆରି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ but ଆପଣ କରିପାରିଲେନି so that is something called model of regret. ଆପଣ regret କରୁଛନ୍ତି I would have built a house but that didn't happen. I would have gone there but that did not happen. So that is something called would have is completely different from could have. So could have means there is an opportunity but you reject it. It is your choice to reject that. But here you wanted something but that did not happen. Are you getting my point everybody? Yes or no? ଆପଣ ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି what exactly I meant to say? Would have is something you wanted something. I want this one but it is not coming to me. That is something called would have. But it was coming to me but I say go. That is called could have. Could have means opportunity was there. I have two opportunity. Look at the things like this is things and this is the things. It comes to me what I will purchase, this one or that one. It is can you take me this one, can be this one. That means there is two opportunity for me to take this one and take this one. But I say okay fine, I take this one, it's costly one, I can take this one. So it is called could have. But I wanted this one but it was not coming to my pocket. So that is something called would have. So here something called regret happens throughout your life. So whenever you regret something ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡିଆରେ କହିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉଟା ଲାଇଫରେ ଅଫସୋସ ରହିଯାଇଛି ଯୋଉ ଯୋଉ ସିଚୁଏସନରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲାଇଫରେ ଅଫସୋସ ରହିଯାଇଛି ୟୁଜ would have without any second thought. Use would have without any second thought. Whenever you feel that ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ହେଲାନି. Sometimes you feel very sad for that. ମୁଁ ଟିକେ higher study କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି but ବାବା support କଲେ. I would have gone for higher studies but my father did not support me. ମୁଁ ସେ ଜବ୍ ଟା କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ଠିକ ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ପହଞ୍ଚି ପାଇଲେନି. I would have joined that company but I did not reach on time. So there are countless examples are there. Countless examples are there where you can use would have, and would have is called modal of regret. Whenever you would want to regret something, जोटा आपण को संपूर्ण ओडिया रे कहउछन अफसोस रहि गेछ आपन जीवन रे सब दिन पे गोटे अफसोस रहि गेला आपन कहबिनी मो जीवन रे अफसोस नाही यस इट्स देयर आपन लाइफ रे किछ ना किछ अफसोस अछि आपन चाहूथिले करिया पई बट करि पार नाहंती यूज दिस वन वुड हैव नाउ दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी यस और नो बुझी पछन समस्त ओके
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
so just check it out let me bring that things before you अपन निजे देखंतु so would have is something called modal of regret something called feeling sad or disappointed whenever you come across this kind of situation that you always regret throughout your life. It's not one sign throughout your life you regret. Suppose don't take anybody negative, let me tell you, suppose I want to marry a girl but सेटा हेई पाइलानी तो मो लाइफ सारा माने अफसोस रहि जिवो I would have married that girl but my family blocked it. तो आपन को लाइफ सारा अफसोस रहउची आपण चाहूतिले एटिके जिबा पई बट आपण जाई पाइलेन आपण देयर इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू तो आपण मनकर चाहूतिले फॉरेन जिबा पई किंतु गोटे पॉइंट रे आपण कटि गले सपोज यू आर इनटू ए सेल्स जॉब एंड आपण पई गोटे बिगेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी थिला इन 2023 रे बट आपण करि पाइलेन आई वुड हैव गॉन फॉर फॉरेन ट्रिप बट आई वाज कट आउट इन द लास्ट मिनट और आई वाज डिस्क्वालिफाइड इन द लास्ट मिनट so there are a lot of opportunities there आपण अफसोस जोटा मन रहि जाय that's why it's called feeling sad disappointed you're completely disappointed whenever trying to bring that memory you feel very sad unhappy disappointed but check it out could have अफसोस सहित रे नाही कहीं ना आपण जाने के रिजेक्ट करथंती ना like you have two opportunity for you one is something called like Infosys and Wipro so up to you because you choose to join Infosys nobody force you but here you wanted to join Infosys but you could not clear the interview I would have joined but I did not on time. So that's the thing. You wanted to do something in the past, but could not do due to some reasons. Look, I would have called you, but my mobile phone was dead. So आपन को मन बहुत खराब हो. Suppose you have reached some there, and your parents are absolutely, in a dilemma, what to do, what not to do. And आपन पर दिन सकाळ केमति को, मामा बहुत चेष्टा करते कॉल करिया पई, but to understand, my mobile phone was dead. So how can I call you? Really, I'm sorry for that. You feel very sad. I would have gone for high studies, but my parents couldn't afford it. My parents could not afford it. That was my dilemma. I could have. That means I want to tell you, you wanted something, but that did not happen. Let me repeat it. You wanted something. आपण किसी चाहूतिले एटा ही परलानी. आपण चाहूतिले कॉल करिया पई, but all of a sudden the battery gone dead. It's a dead battery. It's not functioning. What to do? You become so restless. Oh my God, how I'm going to call you? That's what happens like this. You wanted for high study. You are trying to tell your parents, Baba, mo tika high study karthante. A lot of my friends are going. No, Baba, I don't want. I'm not in a position to support you. Just go for a job. But एक कथा डाल अपन life सारा अफसोस एक रही है. I would have helped you, but did not have any money left with me. आपण तो गोटे सांग को हेल्प करि पार नांती मन रे आपण बहुत दुख आसे आपण कोहंती एई समय रे मु तुमको बहुत हेल्प करि पारथांती बट करि पारलिनी व्हाट टू डू सो चेक इट आउट आई वुड हैव हेल्प यू बट did not have any money left with you now this is clear all the things are clear right now everybody yes or no आपण बुझी परथांती yes or no
Sure, sir.
that's
Sir,
very
I did not, sir, sir,
what's up sir Ramana sir please ask me
sir, I did not have any more money. Sir, left with me, sir, कौन सेटा?
I did not have any money left with me. That is how a foreigner, how a native speaker say this. I don't have any money left with me. That means nothing was left with me. That is an expression, sir. I don't have any money left with me. That is an American expression people used to do whenever trying to express. ମୁଁ କହିଛି already. ଆପଣ ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି English ବ୍ୟବହାର କରନ୍ତି, foreigner ମାନେ ସେମିତି ବ୍ୟବହାର କରନ୍ତିନି. It's not like that. Okay, let me give an example. You raised a very good question. Suppose mu suppose apan be mute kar diun sir please. Suppose Sukul sir mu gote deichi no. Suppose Sukul sir mu gote I have given a task. So I'm his team manager. I'm trying to, okay, Sukulji, are you doing that? Yes, sir, I'm doing it. This is how Indian people say. This is how Indian people, close to 99% Indian people say like this. Yes, sir, I'm doing it. But how the American and British people say, I'm on to it. This is how an American fellow say like this. I'm on to it. Are you getting my point, sir? This is an American or British expression. People use a lot of expression that I'm going to teach you whenever you're trying to learn something called, expression, idioms, all the things. Yes, sir, I'm on to it. I'm on to it. That means I'm doing the work. But we are not doing this one. We are trying to do. I don't have any money. You say, left with me, you are not using that. But whenever you say, I have no money left with me, that is something called, you become a native speaker. It sounds very natural. It sounds very natural, sir. So whenever you're trying to say, I'm doing it, sir, I'm doing it, sir. Allow me 5 minutes. I'm on to it. That means I'm doing the work. Look at the expression. Look at the expression. I'll pay the bill. It's on me. Okay. Let's eat the food. Begin. That you are supposed to say. This is called American British expression. That's how the native speaker speak English. This is, we are doing a translation. Chalo khaiba. Chalo mane let's. Khaiba mane chalo eat. Let's eat. Suppose upon good, like, there is a 5 to 6 people are sitting with me. Ramna sir, Rajesh sir, Jayanti ma'am, like a lot of people are in a meeting. So I'm khaila pore kon we are trying to, somebody have to initiate the things. Asantu khaiba chalantu. Let's eat. But let's begin. Begin. That means start eating. That is called begin. That is how people in native way, like, that is the native speaker speak. I'll pay the bill. Don't you pay the bill? I'll pay the bill. Sometimes when you're going to a restaurant, sometimes suppose, like, Rajesh sir is my best friend. He said, Prasanna, don't pay the bill. I'll pay it. I'll pay for the bill. But when the American guy, British people say, it's on me, don't pay the bill, it's on me. So like that. So this is called, I'm on to it, it's on me, and dig in. Then there are countless expressions are there where you can use for an American British expression, we call it. And this is very vital to speak in the natural way. This is translation way. This is, you are doing the translation. This is not natural.
सर कौन सी सेंस सर बुझोनी इट्स ऑन
सर
आपनकर एक्टिविटी ता सर शो करूची लेकिन इट्स ऑन मी रो सर
सर देखंतु देयर आर काउंटलेस सिचुएशंस आर देयर जेहेतु आमे गोटे पर्टिकुलर लाइक लेट मी टेल यू सर अपन म्यूट कर दियंतु लेट मी टेल यू व्हेनेवर यू आर ट्राइंग टू से इंग्लिश अमर एबे भी क्लोज टू 90% पीपल रिलाय ऑन ट्रांसलेशन एंड व्हेनेवर इट वेरी नेचुरल टू it आपन को natural language and this very appears unnatural because we are non-native speaker. There are two kind of speaker in the world. One is called native speaker, other is called non-native speaker. Native speaker use like this. Non-native speaker we people use like this. Why? Because we have something called a mother tongue, and from the mother tongue you are trying to translate it. That has been discussed a lot of time. Okay, and whenever I say I am doing it, हम वो काम करूची है, बेबी करूची. Present progressive, doing all the things. So you put all the things with a systematic way. That we call the translation process. But when we are trying to learn some expressions like that, it is easy for you. Suppose, in other way, like, if you say, like, I don't agree. Suppose I am trying to put some things. I don't agree with it. We are not on the same page. We are not in the same page. That's how the people of America and Britain say. Suppose you are trying to give some things I don't want to agree. I can say, I'm sorry, sir, I can't agree with you. But the same expression can be used in a British and American way by telling we are not in the same page. We are not in the same page. Like that you are supposed to say. If you say it doesn't have any sense to you, that means that is the problem. This is a new expression for us, sir. And I have seen it. There is something called beneath. I am running under the tree. People are sleeping under the tree. Look, there is a big banyan tree. And it is a horse. old man came and sleeps under the tree. But right now, the sleep is a very wrong concept. It is called he's sleeping beneath the tree. So if you say beneath, I have never heard it. But right now, if you are trying, some of the things have been rectified in the syllabus. ଏବେ ସେମାନେ syllabus ଟାକୁ rectify ओडिया मीडियम ର बहुत syllabus rectification ହେଇଗଲାଣି. I have seen it personally, sir. In standard 6 book रे ସେମାନେ ଆଉ under ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, beneath ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So like that, I have seen it. If you want, I will send it personally to you. So like that. So sometimes it doesn't make any sense because we have been schooled in a very old way. That's the problem. And this is the modern things. Sometimes that is the things. What did sir? Are you getting my point? Everybody yes or no? अपन बुझी पारछन समस्त
सर आ गोटे क्वेश्चन थिला सर आपण जो डिगिन सर यूज करले हेटा हमें इनफॉर्मल वे रे माने कम्युनिकेशन टाइम रे यूज करि परबा बट जदि हमें रिटन ने लिखबा डिगिन तो ता मीनिंग सर अलग
no yes sir, let me tell you sir, ମୁଁ already आपन कहि देछि there are two English sir. One is called, let me rectify that things for you, one is called written English or formal communication, other is called spoken English or something called informal communication. This is for whatever I'm going to tell you, this is for informal communication. What's up, what are you doing, how is health, all the things. So whenever you're trying to WhatsApp, this is completely means how are you. So this is informal, you are right. So most of the time when we are trying to speak English, use this one. Don't use this one. That's what I mean. But if you are trying to write something, it is up to you. You can use this one. So most of the time, what happens, we are trying to write a books. You are trying to write a books and other things. So use like this. Most of the time, it is not WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is something called informal way. The entire world has been streamed. It becomes a global village. Lot of communication comes from Ukraine to India and all over the world. And English becomes very common, common language. It becomes the lingua franca of the world. So whenever English becomes very accessible to everybody, even I have seen, the son of a Mason is going to English medium school, right? So English becomes very affordable. English educated students becomes very affordable right now. You can go everywhere. But in our time, it was not there. So whenever they're trying to speak English, so these are the things you are right. Dig in. This is called dig in. Dig in, not dig. Dig has a different meaning. Dig in. Dig in means let's have some fun. That's what I mean to say that. So this is dig in. That's in should be there. Dig in. If you're trying to dig, then it doesn't have any meaning at all, sir. So dig in is an expression. It's a combination of two words. Now it's clear, sir. Are you getting my point, everybody? Apan buji pale, sir?
Yes sir, yes sir.
So this is very important. Okay. So what exactly we have learned today, my friends? We have learned something called could have, model of lost opportunity, and would have, model of regret, and something called could not have. Like you want to defend somebody, you want to praise somebody. So there are 3 or 4 situations I have created for you. And the day after tomorrow, whenever trying to meet again for our spoken English class, I'm going to tell you where exactly you can use could not have and should not have. Okay. And I believe today's class is pretty clear to you, or you have any problems, ask me any further questions you have. Upon samaste buji portion, because the concept is very, this is most of the time, look, upon it dekhantu, upon jo newspaper gote asithila, upon nije dekhantu, check it out. Mamata Banerjee's past G20 row says center could have used. Kain could have koila? Center kori pari thanta. Center pakhare opportunity thila. So that is called model of opportunity. But center lost kar dechi. And if you know that Mamata Banerjee, that West Bengal government and the central government, they are only loggerheads. They are not in good terms. So that's why he has to say something. So but into politics, we are trying to use how English has been used. So English kemti use heji? Could have. Kahin could have se ବ୍ୟବହାର kale. Mane ame kon center kori pari thanta but kolani. So that was the things. So like a lot of situations come across. Upon the newspaper padhibe, if somebody says something using could have, would have, should have, so upon tension hai janti. Would have, How it is used? Could have. It's pretty clear. Would have, could have. Could have used for there's an opportunity, but you lost that. It is your choice. More choice thila seta. I can do anything. I can purchase. I could have purchased this one, but I did not purchase. But I would have been more choice କିଛି ନଥିଲା ମୁଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ଲାଇଫରେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ଚାହାନ୍ତି can be a material things, it can be anything କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମିଳେନି ତ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଆପଣ would have. That's the difference. That's only difference, nothing else. Something was available to you ଆପଣ reject କରୁଛନ୍ତି. That is called could have. Something you wanted କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମିଳିଲାନି ଏତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମିଳିନି till today and you are trying to repent it. So that is something called model of regret. You regret a lot. You feel sad, unhappy. ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଜମିଟା ମୁଁ କିଣି ପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଠିକ ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ପହଞ୍ଚି ପାରିଲିନି ତ ଦୁଃଖ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆପଣ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଦୁଃଖ ଲାଗୁଛି I would have purchased that land but I did not reach the owner on time. Over. Translation ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ. Try to just be very logical and try to be completely focal on that point. Be completely focal. ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କୋଉ ସିଚୁଏସନ ଆପଣ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦୁଃଖ ଲାଗୁନି ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ କିଣିଲିନି ମୋ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହେଲା I could have. It depends upon you. The same situation can be could have, the same situation can be would have for other person. So how exactly you are trying to see it in present? ଆପଣ କୋଉ angle ରୁ ତାକୁ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମନରେ ଦୁଃଖ ଅଛି would have use କରନ୍ତୁ ଦୁଃଖ ନାହିଁ would have use କରନ୍ତୁ that's over. That's only things the difference. But most people don't use it correctly. And I'm sure today it is clear to you. It's clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. So next time, whenever we are trying to meet, I'm going to give you a lot of explanation about would not have. I'm going to chat this would not have and something called should have and should not have. Very powerful concept. I hope everybody don't miss this class because a lot of things are there. Sometimes you're not able to find out the exact situation where you can use it. And thank you and good night to you guys.
Good night, sir. Good night.